Hearts Radio presents live from Chisel Multimedia Studios, Hollywood South, with host Dan Glazer. Now, here's your host, Dan Glazer.
Hey there, Vanessa.
Well, hi, Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hollywood South.
All right, baby. We're here in Georgia, Smyrna, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. I am so happy to be here, and I am so happy to be with one of the most beautiful women I have ever known. She is so articulate, so cool, and man, I tell you, your show earlier today was really good, and I am so excited to be here. This is the first time you and I have ever hosted anything together.
I was going to say, I know. I think I've had the pleasure of co-hosting for your dad's show, although not with him, but I did get to guest host that show. But tonight we are in for Dan Glazer because Dan is off for the moment. And, you know, just one person can't fill his shoes, so it took two of us to come in here and make this happen,
Dan
for
is
sure.
the man.
Yes, indeed.
I love Dan. He's taking care of his mom, and our prayers are with him and his mom for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you know what? Dan brought some great guests in tonight. The whole cast of the play Greater Tuna. So we've got that coming up. So
you may have heard of that, guys. I mean, it's been around since the beginning of the 80s. And I'm not going to be specific about it because I would be a little specific. I think they said it was 1981.
Well, I've got some talking points here that we're going to do.
Oh, well.
But first I want to talk about the amazing team with No Strings Attached Entertainment News and the International Online Film Festival that we are involved with. And Beatrice?
Well,
Lala,
I brought a list.
Brian.
Yes.
I mean, we have got a dream team, and there it is, right there. No Strings Attached Entertainment News Film Festival. There we are.
We can see
Here,
it.
put it back up, man. Put it back up. I just shifted for you. I want to read this. All right, registration fees. Early birds, $15. Regular, $20. And then, what does that say over there?
The late entry is
Late
$25.
entries. And then we start submitting these for all you movie producers, independent film people. Okay, this is going to be a big deal. So, you know, get on board with this because we've got some great distribution deals. Go ahead and show that, Matt. Get a chance to win a distribution deal, okay? We've got major multiple platforms that we're going to be putting this on. And the distribution is through Shami Media Group.
Yes, with Bob Shami, who is also one of our judges as well, ladies and gentlemen. So you have so many great categories to choose from, too. You really, really, really get to share your vision as a filmmaker because, you know, there's the action and adventure, there's mystery suspense, which those are, you know, obviously kind of a little bit combined together. We have short film, animated, comedy, horror, if you like scary stuff.
Web television series.
Yes.
Documentaries.
Romance.
Gotta love
and
romance.
Sci-fi and fantasy. So if you're an uber geek like me, you can absolutely share your film with us. And you'll find that on the website, which is at www.nostringsattached-news.com/online film festival. Now, I already have a link to it on my website. I am DJ Audio Prism. My website is Audio Prism Entertainment, so that's at www.audioprisment.com. And that'll take you directly to the No Strings Attached site, and I'm sure they're going to be adding that to the American Hearts Radio site as well. Have you guys already done that?
Absolutely. We haven't. We're putting a few things together. We're going to add all that. I mean, we've got the information up there on the website now.
Right.
That, you know, where people can go to and go directly to the film festival website.
Right. Perfect. So we have many ways for you to find it, ladies and gentlemen. And we start taking submissions on July 1st. That's just a couple of weeks away.
It's not far. And you know what's really cool is Matt with Chisel Multimedia also has the showflix.tv platform that we're also going to offer with all the other video platforms that American Hearts Radio is involved with. So, you know, the distribution, not just with Netflix and Hulu,
Yes.
But also,
it's a serious distribution deal.
yeah, and
We're not going to pass it out to our friends on DVD, I promise.
I mean, they'll also be seen on multiple video platforms and streams that we're involved with. And you've got a few talking points.
I actually do. I wanted to talk about the sponsorship opportunities because, ladies and gentlemen, not only do we need submissions, but sponsors are, of course, always a welcome addition to any endeavor, and especially this endeavor because this is our inaugural film festival. But between the 8 of us that are on the board, and I just want to give you a little tiny quick rundown of the who's who of who's on the board. We, of course, have Beatrice Davis. She is with Sassy Bee Productions.
Awesome.
She is a notable former tour director, and she is in and around the film and TV and music industry like you would not believe. She has so many contacts, and she actually is the one who runs No Strings Attached E-News. And she has a true passion for sharing, spreading love and compassion and information. And, I always say the strongest people are the ones that can lift other people up with them. And she is a very strong person in this regard because she really, really is passionate about lifting other people up
I feel the
and
same
helping them
way
chase their passions.
With a lot of most of everybody.
Pretty much everybody
on
the board, yes.
Tom Paris.
Yes. Now he is the director of
Savannah
Comedy Club, and he also does a lot of film and TV projects.
Yes.
We have Tamara McCloonan-McClure.
Tamara, yes.
And she originally hails from Oklahoma City, but she is a writer and an actress and the editor of the No Strings Attached
She's in
newsletter.
Huntington Beach, California.
She is there now, yes,
yeah.
yes.
And then we've got Janice. With
Janice
What's
Hermson.
the Story and LaRue Press.
Yes, yep.
She's an amazing person.
No, she's
wonderful person, and she does a lot with help with the veterans.
Right, exactly.
In fact, mentioned the proceeds will go towards a charity benefit with any sponsorship dollars that come in. And what's the name?
We have I actually don't have that here right in front of me right this second.
It's a Warriors
Cheers
charity.
to the Warriors.
Cheers to the Warriors. Yes.
I remembered it.
And it's a very great organization that a portion of the sponsorship dollars that come in for this will go towards that.
And also a dollar from each submission. Each film submission is going to go towards Cheers to the Warrior. And, we all need warriors to help keep us safe so we can do our wonderful creative endevors because
they're the ones that
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
maintain our freedoms. Freedom's not free.
Exactly.
Right?
Freedom is never free. Let's see. So we have Tamara, Brian T. Shirley. We cannot not mention Brian T. Shirley.
This was his whole vision.
Yes.
And kudos to Brian, man. He's an amazing person. I've known Brian a long time, and
he's a nationally touring comedian.
Yes.
And he has
BTS
on the Road web series where you get to see like the real nitty gritty of driving on the road, making it to the venue. Yeah, exactly.
Been there.
I know, haven't.
Lala Arroyo.
Yeah. Yes.
Amazing person. She has done such an amazing job with the website and all the promotion stuff.
Digital content.
Ortiz.
Ordaz Ortiz. Yes. He is our executive webmaster and another producer of some of the amazing digital content that we have associated with us. And then we also, let's see, I think.
Did we miss anybody?
I don't think so.
I think that's everybody. And then we've got you.
And we got me. But I already slid my little plug in earlier.
I'll tell you, Vanessa, you've done an amazing job. And really, I mean, the whole team is a dream team in a lot of ways. And, the beautiful thing, if you're a business or you have something that you want to sponsor, this is something that you really should, because being a sponsor of this international online film festival will give you an amazing amount of publicity and advertisements and a lot of perks with our network. I know that.
And sponsorship opportunities start at just $100, and we go all the way up to a $1,000 tier. And each tier gets you more and more and more exposure. In the simplest tier, we of course are going to have multiple links to your website and a short description of your company. And as you move up the tiers, there's just more and more ways that we can help you get exposure for your business, and not just a one-time deal. Like we're talking about through the length of the film festival. So it's a very minimal investment, considering that you've got 8 people, are not just in the U.S. but beyond. And it may not, you may not think it would serve your
everybody
purpose to be exposed beyond America, but you'd be surprised how much validation that can give you.
We've got people from all around the world that are involved with this, and we're getting a lot of great feedback already, and we haven't even launched it yet. That's the really cool thing. And I know this is going to be big, and I'm real humbled and blessed to be part of it, you know. And you know what's really cool? We've got some awesome celebrity judges. Go ahead and pull that up, Matt.
Yes, we do have some really great celebrity judges.
Ricky Muse.
He's amazing.
He's been in the movie Tammy. He's a funny guy. He's done work with Clint Eastwood. Amazing man. Blow that up a little bit if you can. Matt, you able to bring it up, blow it up some? There we go. Gordon Daniels. Great actor. He's in a lot of television stuff and movies. Dexter Tucker, which is Chris Tucker's brother.
Yes.
Dan Glazer. And in fact, I don't know if you've seen the episode where Dan had Dexter on his show.
I did.
Actually, he had the impersonator come in and thought he was Chris Tucker.
I actually got to be there for that show. It was hilarious. It was great.
That was awesome. And great friends of mine, Donnie and Johnny Van Zant, man. And I tell you, Johnny Van Zant with the band Leonard Skinner is a brother in Christ with me. Him and Donnie have looked out for me in this network since day one. And we're going into our 5th year now. July 4th, American Hearts Radio will be 5 years old. So this has been an amazing journey, and I thank God for Johnny and Donnie Van Zant and the whole Van Zant family. I thank God for Dan Glazer. He came on board with us in the beginning, and he has stuck by our side, and now he's a celebrity judge.
He is a celebrity judge. And we have some more judges, too, including, like I said earlier, Bob Shammy of Shammy Media.
Bring that on now. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's coming on board.
He's coming on board as a judge, yes. So we've got that for sure. And I think the last thing that we need to say is just a few quick, simple film guidelines. If you are the producer or you're the person that's going, I'm going to submit this, or I'm going to tell somebody about submitting it. Obviously, you know, we welcome many, many kinds of viewpoints, but
well, there are some things we don't allow.
If it's X-rated,
we
can't do that.
No.
Can't do that.
Gotta be family friendly.
Got it. Well, it's got to be
PG. R-rated.
No, I'm probably gonna. We'll probably maybe even dip up into the NC-17 territory. We're not, but just not flat out X-rated.
We don't want nothing
period.
with a bunch of cussing, a bunch of swearing, and vulgarity or brutality or
unguided,
nothing like
gratuitous violence. Or yes, with a solid plot, with you know, and it's not necessarily all about production value, although that does weigh in as a part of it. But you have an amazing story and you tell it well. Originality, oh, that's in such short supply sometimes these days in films. So yes, anything that just really makes us sit up and take notice. Virulent hate speech too. If it is the kind of film that is specifically geared towards the hatred of a group or a people, or anything really,
we're not
we're not interested.
Like that. We're interested in love and compassion.
Exactly.
And inspiration and
and drama, and you're going to get some horror, and obviously, you know, we want a full-fledged movie experience, of course, but not just for the sake of turning in something that if you just know that it's not going to fit our guidelines, and the guidelines are on the website too as well. So if you have any question about that, you can go on there and say, okay, I fit, I don't fit. Maybe you just need to cut 5 minutes out and you'll pass.
There's a lot of great films that are made that, and me and Bruce, my executive producer, and I want to give him and Sarah a shout out. They do so much great work behind the scenes. And my dad, I want to say, Dad, I love you. It was a great time seeing you today. It was a great Father's Day. And Matt Roberts with Chisel Multimedia, I thank God for that, man. He's been a heck of a production engineer. And, you know, all these people that come to us and are part of the network, we're all here with the same vision. And we're all here to entertain and try to bring to you the best that there is. And we try to stay simple. Yeah. We don't try to be complicated. We don't try to get all crazy and stuff. And that's how we look at films, too. You know, we want something that's really art.
Yes.
You know, that's not some garbage. There's a lot of guys out there and film producers that think that, you know, anything goes. I don't believe that. I believe that there has to be some structure, some depth, some real heart, you know, when movie producers, you know, put their films together. Just like we do with what we're doing. Everything we do has heart. Everything No Strings Attached Entertainment does is all got heart. And that's what we do, is bring the hearts of the world together.
Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to reiterate. Go to www.nostringsattached-news.com/online film festival. And you can also look it up with the hashtags. We have hashtag NSAEN Film Fest.
I can't remember.
And we also have the hashtag NSAENFF 2017. And those are the two hashtags where you can follow us on social media to stay updated with the latest little updates that we have, the media clips that we'll be releasing along the way with more information. And of course, you know,
you can go on Facebook too.
You can go on Facebook, you can find it on Twitter, you can find it on YouTube,
everywhere.
You can find it. We are making sure that this is out there. But we do have these super special guests, and I think we need to talk about this Greater Tuna because
let me read a little bit to you of what I've got here. Now, and I just want to say thank you so much for the cast coming in here, and the director, and the people that are involved with this,
and the writer.
A lot of people, when I started,
we have the writer with us.
We have the writer here, and that's just, it's an amazing thing. And thank you, Dan, for putting all this together. It was a last-minute thing. We made it happen. This is called Greater Tuna, and it was born in Austin, Texas in the fall of 1981. Written by Joe Sears, Ed Howard, and Justin Williams. Ed directed, and Joe and Justin played all 20 characters. The citizens of Tuna, Texas, the third smallest town in Texas, where the Lions Club is too liberal and Patsy Cline never dies. By a stroke of luck, a couple of critics, one from Variety, saw the show in the fall of '81, and Greater Tuna opened off in Broadway play for over a year. It was picked up by Norman Lear, who produced the show on HBO. Meanwhile, the play started a national tour at the Kennedy Center, went on tour the nation and beyond for years, and the end of the tours is still to this day, 36 years later. They're still touring. The play spawned 3 sequels, A Tuna Christmas, Red, White, and Tuna Does Vegas. The plays have become an American staple and are still always being produced in multiple productions nationwide and now worldwide. Greater Tuna was written as a political satire, skewering Ronald Reagan's moral majority, but little did anyone expect that the same moral majority would take to the show so fervently. The Tuna show plays in theaters, to theaters full of folks who had never thought of going to the theater before. But shameful. I tell you, from what I've heard, the play is getting raves, and they're going to do a little segment here.
Yes.
For us.
So we get to get a little dose of it, like live.
I think that's really cool. I'd like to have them come on, have Cindy come on, and I'm going to step out and you can ask her a few questions and do a quick interview. Come on, Cindy.
Yeah, I was going to say, come on up.
And then you guys can come right behind her.
Great.
Hello, Cindy. Oh, she's wearing green. She's invisible.
I was going to say.
Hold on. Let me give you my jacket.
Oh, my, that's fabulous.
She's an invisible woman.
I know. What are you going to say? I was going to say.
Awesome.
Oh, we're all wearing green.
I was going to say, everybody's kind of agreed. Exactly. We've got a bunch of, this is going to get interesting for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, they got their jeans on. They're ready to go.
There we go. There we go.
Yes, exactly. Come on in over, guys. All right. I know. We've got this. All right, so let's introduce ourselves here first.
I'm Cindy Copeland.
I'm Ed Howard.
I'm Vance West.
Most excellent. All right, guys. So we have now. Is the selection you're doing? Is it from specifically Greater Tuna, or is it from one of the sequels?
Red, White, and Tuna.
From Red, White, and
This is
Tuna.
the third in the series. Yeah, set on the 4th of July.
That's wonderful. Now, Ed, you're one of the writers.
Right.
Excellent. So what was your original inspiration?
Well, the three of us, the writers, were working for a theater company in Austin, and it folded. So our objection was to get a job.
Yeah. It'd be surprising how good food is as a motivator.
That's right. We had to. But we put up the little play, and it was an immediate hit. I knew we had a hit the first audience because they fell out of their seats laughing. A couple of critics came and saw it in Austin, and one was from Variety. So they took us out for drinks after the show, and during the course of the evening, he says, "Read Variety this Friday." This was a Tuesday, I think. He said, "I think you'll like it." Well, it was a rave review, and he said, "If you're a producer, you're stupid not to pick this show up."
Right, yeah.
So the phone rang off the hook, and we got an agent, and we opened off-Broadway within the year.
Now, do you consider yourself more conservative or more liberal? I'm just asking. Not everybody writes the way they think. I want to, yeah. So I'm just curious. Because the bent of the play is, kind of a tongue-in-cheek. So
this was '81. We were still hippies.
well, there's a start. There's a start to the question there.
Tell them.
And so we wrote this to really satirize the moral majority and their banning of books and their what we felt were backward attitude.
The burning of the
But when
disco.
you write a play, you have to put characters in it, and those characters tended to take over, and we fell in love with them. So,
So you write,
they were so funny.
You write and direct, and you play in
yeah, I directed, and Jason and Joe played all 20 parts.
Wow.
Whew.
Wow.
So,
You guys are going to do a
I was gonna say.
part of the play right now. What it could kind of bring us where this is going to take.
okay,
us.
this is
Set it up for us.
This is Arla Struby, and this is Bertha Miller.
I'm Bertha.
Bertha.
And this is the third play. In the second play, Tuna Does Vegas, they come together at the radio station OKKK Christmas party.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how you get started.
But this is in the third play. They have gotten engaged to be married. They both came from bad marriages previously, but we're hoping this one will work.
Oh, it will.
So kind of set the scene for us of what we're getting ready to see.
Okay, well, it's
We're going to pull the background out and have you guys in front of the green screen.
well, this is the 4th of July, and they're set to be married on the 5th.
Oh, wow. So it's the day before.
And we're in Bertha's house.
Yes, and we're trying to figure out where we're going to go for our honeymoon.
Oh, wow. They really waited till the last minute. And I was about to say, this is just getting better and better. I can already tell there's going to be some fun little...
But we do quick changes. Sometimes they're like 10 secones. And they play all these different characters.
Both men and women.
Both men, women.
Yeah, we play both.
great actors. It's just the person you put on.
That's right.
But I met these two. We did a show in Marietta, and I fell in love.
Now this,
Both of them.
we'll ask you that afterwards. Let's go ahead and do part of the show so we can go ahead and give everybody that teaser. Says we've been telling you guys about it for all this time.
It can only take so much temptation.
Oh, stop. Would you like some iced tea?
Is it that instant with artificial lemon in it?
It sure is.
I can't say no, but I'm going to stand over here by the air conditioner. I'm as hot as a pregnant mouse in a wool sock.
I'll tell you, Arliss, if I had it to do over again, I'd elope.
I hear you, baby.
Vera is just driving me crazy with all these wedding details. You know how she can be.
Well, you know I've always liked Vera, but not very much.
Here's your tea.
Thank you, baby. God bless whoever came up with instant tea.
I like it too.
I got them.
Got what?
2 48-hour passes to the rattlesnake roundup.
Oh, well.
Something wrong, baby?
Well, I've been meaning to bring that up, Arliss. I don't really want to go there.
Well, why not?
Well, it's not very romantic.
Well, you're going to love it.
Oh, Arliss, let's go to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, to the Passion Play. I've always wanted to.
Well, baby, that's unromantic. It's not the kind of passion I had in mind.
It'll be great. We're going to be up there in those cool mountains. They say the play is wonderful. They have a new Jesus this year, a student from Texas A&M.
Baby, my mama dragged me to Sunday school for 18 straight years. You can't tell me nothing about Jesus.
Oh, Arliss.
I'm bound and determined to have a better honeymoon than one I had with Trudy. We went to Mount St. Helens, and God, what a flop that was.
I didn't think you were going to bring up Trudy. Well, my honeymoon wasn't any better. Hank drove me to a drive-in movie in Del Rio.
Hank.
The worst part of it is that I'd already seen I Spit on Your Grave Part 2.
Baby, I don't want to spend my honeymoon watching play acting from the Bible.
Well, I don't want to have to check under my wedding bed for rattlesnakes.
And scene.
Great job.
Oh, Arliss.
This was awesome, man. This is awesome. Come here, boss. All right.
I think they should tell us where they can see the show.
Yeah.
It's at the Vineyard Cafe on the square in Marietta.
Okay.
And it's we open Saturday, July 8th, and then we just do 3 weeks, Saturdays and Sundays. And it's a dinner theater, so come in.
And the food is
Beautiful.
excellent.
It is.
Tickets.
Well, it's $40 for dinner and the show.
This fabulous show, let's just emphasize that. Thank you.
Yes.
We'll do a video promo, and we'll use this clip as a promo as well.
All right.
Oh,
That'd be
thank
great.
you. Awesome.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching Hollywood South. Vanessa, I love you.
Absolutely.
And
It's time to
cast the red, white, and tuna, man.
Woo!
Rock and roll. We'll see you next month.
Eureka Springs.